Ever had a run-in with a scammer on your favorite freelancing platform? In the vast digital universe of freelancing, it's an unfortunate reality that scammers lurk in the shadows, ready to take advantage of unsuspecting freelancers. These are individuals or entities who use deceptive practices to cheat freelancers out of their hard-earned money or valuable time. Their prevalence on popular freelance platforms is a growing concern. These platforms have become a fertile ground for their malicious activities. Scammers employ a variety of tactics to trick freelancers. They might offer lucrative projects with suspiciously high payouts, or ask for work upfront without any contract or guarantee of payment. Some might even pose as legitimate clients or companies, only to vanish without a trace once the work is done. But fear not, there are ways to spot these scammers and keep yourself safe. This knowledge is your first line of defense in the freelance world, where vigilance is the key to staying scam-free. So, how do you sniff out a scammer in the crowd of potential clients? Let's dive right into it. Firstly, let's talk about deadlines. Unrealistic deadlines can often be a glaring red flag. If a client wants a 6-month project done in 2 weeks, it's a good idea to tread carefully. Scammers often use such unreasonable timelines to rush you into accepting the job without proper scrutiny. Next, we have the classic too good to be true payment offers. If a client offers an unusually high payment for a seemingly simple task, it might be a bait to lure you into their trap. It's always crucial to research the average market rates for your services. If the offered rate is way off the mark, you should proceed with caution. Now, onto personal information. A potential client has no legitimate reason to ask for sensitive personal information like your social security number or bank account details. If such a request is made, it's a huge red flag. It's essential to protect your personal information and never share it with anyone you don't trust. Then, there are clients who insist on taking the conversation off the platform. Freelancer.com and Upwork.com, like many other freelancing platforms, encourage users to communicate within their system for a reason. It ensures a level of protection for both parties involved. If a client is adamant about communicating through personal email or instant messaging services, it could indicate they're trying to evade the platform's security measures. Lastly, pay attention to the client's communication style. Poor grammar, spelling errors, and generic greetings can be subtle signs of a scam. While these are not definitive proof, they can add to the suspicion, especially if combined with other red flags. In conclusion, be vigilant and trust your instincts. If a potential client exhibits one or more of these warning signs, it's better to err on the side of caution. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Now that we know how to spot a scammer, how do we avoid them? This question is what we're here to answer today. To avoid falling into the deceptive pits of scammers, there are a few steps you can take. Firstly, always verify client information. In this digital age, a quick Google search can reveal a wealth of information. If no data comes up for a potential client, or if the details seem suspicious, tread carefully. A legitimate client will have a clear digital footprint. LinkedIn profiles, company websites, or other social media platforms can provide you with the necessary validation. Secondly, stick to platform communication and payment methods. Platforms like Freelancer and Upwork have their own communication and payment channels. Using these ensures that there is a record of all interactions. This is your safety net. It not only protects your work, but also your payments. Scammers often push for communication or transactions outside these platforms. When this happens, it's a red flag. Stick to the system, and you'll be safer for it. Thirdly, avoid sharing personal information. This may seem obvious, but it's worth repeating. Your personal details are your own and should not be shared lightly. This includes bank details, address, social security number, and other sensitive data. Sharing these can lead to identity theft and other forms of cybercrime. If a client insists on obtaining such information, consider it a warning sign. Additionally, trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Scammers can be cunning, but intuition often picks up on subtleties that logic may miss. If a deal seems too good to be true, it likely is. If a client seems too pushy or demanding, take a step back. Assess the situation objectively before moving forward. Remember, it's better to miss out on a potential job than to fall victim to a scam. Freelancing offers a world of opportunities, but it also comes with its share of risks. By staying informed and vigilant, you can navigate this landscape safely and successfully. Staying vigilant and taking these precautions can help you steer clear of scammers. Protecting yourself is your responsibility, and knowledge is your best defense. With these steps, you're well on your way to a safer freelance journey. But what if you do come across a scammer? What should you do? It's an unfortunate reality that you may encounter a scammer in your freelance journey, but don't panic, you're not powerless. First, stop communication immediately. The longer you engage, the more information they could potentially gather. Next, gather all the evidence: screenshots, emails, chat logs. These can all serve as proof of the scam attempt. Now it's time to report. Most freelance platforms like Freelancer and Upwork have mechanisms in place to report such incidents. Make sure to provide all the evidence you've gathered. Remember, your report could potentially save someone else from falling victim to the same scam. Lastly, don't keep this encounter to yourself. Alert your fellow freelancers. Share your experience in relevant forums or social media groups. By taking action, you can help protect yourself and others from these online predators. It takes a community to fight against scams, and together, we can make the freelance world a safer place. So, to sum up, staying safe on freelance platforms isn't as daunting as it may seem. Today, we've journeyed through the murky waters of scamming in the freelance space. We've unearthed some telltale signs of scammers, such as vague job descriptions, unrealistic pay rates, and requests for personal information or upfront payments. We've also explored the necessary precautions to keep yourself safe. Remember, always scrutinize job postings, conduct thorough research on potential clients, and never divulge sensitive information. And lastly, we've discussed what to do if you unfortunately stumble upon a scammer. Report them immediately to the platform and halt all communication. The world of freelancing can be a wild place, but it's also a realm of opportunity. With the knowledge and tools we've covered today, you can navigate these waters with confidence. With these tips in your arsenal, you're well equipped to navigate the freelance world safely and confidently. Stay alert, stay safe, and happy freelancing.